Tennessee in a dominating Oklahoma. I was saying in a dominating, but so far dominating Oklahoma in a sloppy game. Maybe I need to get my thoughts together a little more before I get on here. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Welcome to the channel. I know I have my Clemson garb around me, but I tell you all the time, hey, I talk about other college football teams. And this one definitely for all the reasons that maybe some wouldn't even think about. Some you would. Brent Venables, former defensive coordinator for Clemson during the glory years. Tennessee is just right up the road from the upstate of South Carolina. So there we go. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe if you like what I'm doing and you like me talking about college football teams, even if it's not the ones that I'm pulling for. So Tennessee was a 6.5-point favorite going into this game. This is Oklahoma's very first SEC game as a conference member. And the question was, how is Nico going to play? But at the same time, how is Jackson Arnold going to play? Now, I can sum this up. Nico has made his mistakes, but his team has been able to bounce back from it. Jackson Arnold's team and Jackson Arnold himself has made enough mistakes to where at this point, Tennessee's up 19-3. Tennessee has 204 total yards. It's not massive yardage. The Oklahoma's defense has actually played quite well. But they have 126 yards passing and 78 yards on the ground. Oklahoma, on the other hand, only 82 total yards, 54 in the air, 28 on the ground. They've turned over the ball 3 times. In fact, they turned over the ball in scoring position after Oklahoma took the ball away from Tennessee. And for me, as I'm looking at this ball game, someone who doesn't have a dog, a Sooner, a volunteer in the fight, I look at this game, and I'm going to tell you one of the things that's just screaming at me. It's just like shining headlights in my eyes. How many times is Oklahoma's offense going to continue to run the ball into the strength of Tennessee's defensive front? They had more success running the ball to the edge. And I know someone's going to say, well, they're trying to wear them out. And when is that going to happen? Sometimes you can get so married to a strategy that it blinds you to the result and that you're digging yourself a hole that you can't get yourself out of. And that's what I'm seeing in this game as an outsider looking in. If Oklahoma wants to play big boy football here, they want to get over the edge. They want to play big time SEC football. And by the way, you need to go take a look at Oklahoma's schedule. It's the only worst schedule I've seen other than Oklahoma is Florida's schedule. And Oklahoma is not playing big-time SEC football tonight. Their defense is. And let's pause there for a second. Kirk Herbstreit said, how much more can this defense come out here and just continue to play? And I started having PTSD as a Clemson fan. Because that's what's happened to Clemson for 3 to 4 years now, at least. The defense has to go out there and they have to keep showing up while the offense has their thumb stuck up their tail. And that's what I'm seeing. It's almost like watching Clemson play over the past few years offensively while the defense goes out there and tries to keep the game close, but they've just changed jerseys. And I'm just telling you from experience as a Clemson fan, seeing this scenario go on. I'm telling you this just as an avid college football fan. If Oklahoma wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to stop running the ball right into the strength of Tennessee's defense. The strategy of wearing them down is not working. Sometimes experts are either A, not experts, and they're parading themselves as experts, or they're stubborn. And in this scenario, I would, if I'm going to run the ball, I would attack Tennessee's edge more than I would attack straight up the gut. Because when they've attacked the edge, it's opened things up a little more. Tennessee, on the other hand, what would I do if I'm them? You have to protect Nico more. We've already seen the guy get popped, the ball go backwards, and you're just lucky enough that Jackson Arnold fumbled the ball inside the 10-yard line. In fact, my son was sitting beside me. We've been watching the game together, and he looked at me right before. So Tennessee had just turned over the ball. Oklahoma takes over. He looks at me. He said, watch him mess this up. And sure enough, it happened. So, look, here's the deal. Jackson Arnold's trying to do too much. He's throwing the ball high. Young man's going to have to bring the ball down. That's one thing. Next, stop running him or the running backs into Tennessee's to the teeth of their defense. But going back to Tennessee, you need to continue to be aggressive, because I believe this opening drive, these first couple of drives of the second half, this is the knockout punch for you. This is the knockout punch if you're a Tennessee fan. If you want to let Oklahoma gain some hope, if you want Oklahoma to think that they can beat you, come out, fart around, act like you've never seen a football field before. Or you can put them away early. I really don't know. Transparently, I really don't know about replacing Jackson Arnold at this point. I agree with Booger McFarland. I love that name. I agree with him. I don't think the problem is Jackson Arnold. I know you're like, well, Brian, you just said he messed up. He has. But part of that has been running the ball into the teeth of the defense. Everybody who even semi knows college football knows that Tennessee's front four is not only ferocious, but they're deep. So stop running it into the strength of their defense. Did you see how Southern Cal lost their game today? They ran a play, big-time play. The entire game sat on the shoulders of this play right into the teeth of the Michigan defense. It didn't make sense then. It doesn't make sense in this scenario. I just don't know about that. I'm going to get to the comment section, then I'm going to go back downstairs. I know the half will be starting off in just a second. Dog 34, good to see you, my friend. Hey there, Brian. You taters look pretty good tonight. Thanks, Jackson Brazel. If OK had any kind of offense, they might be winning right now. Yeah, they've had chances. And Dog 34, here's the deal. You go out there and you continue to give up chances offensively, it wears on your defense mentally. And then it wears on them physically. Tiger Red Devil. People are online saying how Clemson can give up 35 points to the Wolfpack. We were playing well walk-ons. That's true. People are annoying. Rustastic. Well, Tennessee isn't running all over Oklahoma. We are in his head, and Nico is staying true to his game. That's true. Hey, no need for stress yet. Just wait. Clemson going to cook like Colo and slow barbecue. That sounds like fun. Corn Pop says when Tennessee wins, everyone will say Oklahoma is no good. See, there we go. Tiger Raven's in here. Cal leading 9-7 over Florida State end of third quarter. If they go to 0-4, well, they can't fire Norvell because they're doing what a lot of these schools are doing. It's really stupid. It's really, really stupid. I don't care if they have the same agent. You need to start looking at these agents and going, okay, we'll lose him. What? Yeah, we'll lose him. They gave Norvell a $60 million buyout this past year. They can't fire him. When are school? If schools are supposedly have so much intellect, when are they going to stop doing such dumb things? Anyway, it's interesting. Well, folks, I'm going to get back down there. watch the game. I might talk about Florida State a little later on. I do watch NASCAR, believe it or not, so I'm flipping over there to check and see who's leading in the points and blah blah blah. Y'all take care of yourself. Catch you later as always. Go Tigers.